This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
We are live. I repeat, we are live. Welcome into another Best Ball Mania draft with your best ball bros over here, Kulz and Truck. Kulz, how you doing, dude?
Good, man. Just retweeting, getting everything going here. I believe we're all set. I'm
Wonderful.
good. I'm excited to draft. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's get it. NFL Best Ball Mania 5. We are live. We are live.
Best Ball Mania 5. We are live.
Best Ball Mania 5.
Welcome to the squad. Subscribe to the pod.
Let's do it. All right. Oh, I got a screen share.
Yeah, that would probably help, I think.
Boom, boom. We are in the draft room, and we are 1-0. Waiting. 103.
103. Let's go, dude. We haven't been drafting here in a while. I'm excited, dude.
Yes, sir. I think we can implement our slow draft strategy in a live draft setting here.
Okay, I'm excited for that.
And see how it works out. I really think this is like the best build for what we're currently doing.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say we start with Chase, then go Waddle, then go Josh Allen.
Yes. And then Cooper, and then Amari Cooper, and then Dalton Kincaid stack. Okay. Allen Kincaid, right, so have our top three receivers being Chase, Waddle, Cooper. I think that's like the dream start for us right now.
Yeah, so that's what we're shooting for. First 5 picks.
Yeah. As opposed to going Chase, Waddle, Diggs, DJ Moore. I forget what that exact, or like it ends up being like 5 wide receivers deep, which is great and all, but this gives us 3 solid wide receiver ones with elite quarterback, elite tight end, and you stack them together. So I think if we could pull that off, that's our first 5 rounds. We're gonna like our team the most that we've done thus far.
Okay, well, hopefully it all works out. Shit doesn't always work out normally, but let's not miss the first. Let's not miss our first draft pick there. So we got Chase. Step 1 is done. On to step 2, and we'll see what happens there.
That was close.
Did
you know close. We were going?
I didn't. No, I didn't even.
I didn't
either. My screen isn't that big, so it's hard for me to see sometimes. At least with the timer and stuff.
Oh, we're back.
We are back, baby.
We got Instagram right there.
Heyo. What up? What
All
up,
right.
Graham?
Now we're live on Instagram, which is exciting.
That's pretty exciting. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter. We are live on Instagram. Make sure you go follow all the accounts.
Only took us
Do
14.
us a favor.
Only took us 14 drafts or 14 streams to get the Instagram connected.
14 streams of the new season too. We couldn't even figure it out last season. We went through a whole season trying to do that.
Yeah, but we weren't really like doing anything on Instagram yet. So
yeah, true.
It's not a big deal. All right. I like this.
All right. So anything out of the ordinary that we noticed so far?
Nothing at all. Jonathan Taylor's pretty much getting drafted exclusively before Barkley, which is kind of interesting.
Are we going to see any Trace Sermon late in the
Marvin
draft?
Harrison fell to 16. That hasn't happened much. Trace Sermon, there's some news about him. Braylon Allen's probably another guy because of hype.
Well, yeah, how
OTA
massive he looks in that picture.
On Instagram, P. Coles asks, how many games are the Bears winning this year?
They're winning 14 games, buddy. Mark
Coles.
it down. Bears are winning 14 games. You heard it here first.
14 and 3.
14
I
and
think
3,
I said 11
baby.
and 6. Where's the bandana from? Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Kulz
Go Tigers.
Goat. Appreciate that. Are you Davante Adams before Waddle if we have that decision here?
I don't have my rankings in front of me, but I'm 99% sure I have Davante Adams over Waddle. 9 times out of 10, I'm taking Davante Adams over Waddle.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
But they are very close, very, very close in the rankings.
Well, we're about to find out. We get one of them, which is awesome. Evans. So we do get to choose between Devonta and Waddle, and I am down to go Davante Adams.
I'd love it. Let's do it.
Boom, Davante Adams. Welcome to the squad.
Subscribe to the pod.
And there goes Waddle right after Big Tuna. Probably my favorite name of the draft so far.
Where is that? Is that a normal nickname? How have I not heard of Big Tuna for Jalen Waddle?
No, Big Tuna is the name of the team.
Oh, I thought you were calling Jalen Waddle Big Tuna, and I immediately was like, I love that. I don't know where you heard that.
Big Tuna is Andy Bernard's nickname for.
Yeah, I know that. I know the Office reference. Yeah. I didn't know where you were bringing it into for fantasy football.
Yeah,
but
so
I might be calling I might be calling him Big Tuna. Go ahead. Sorry.
Here's where we can get Diggs. And honestly, like, I just want to see what this. You think we should go Diggs?
I think so. I think that's the right play here. 3 elite wide receivers in Jamar Chase, Davante Adams, and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
I mean, if Diggs wasn't there, then it's more of a conversation. But
I'm cool with this. I mean, then we could, because instead of going Allen and Kincaid, now we can go potentially Stroud to match with Diggs and then Kincaid still. So you're trading Allen for Stroud, but you're trading Diggs for Amari Cooper.
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
So
I like
that. Still getting an elite stack, or what should be an elite stack. I just love the Allen's Kincaid stack this year. I mean, when have you known me to not draft Josh Allen basically in every single draft that you can?
I mean, I would say we've done probably about in total 70 to 80 of these best ball drafts from last year to this year. And we are always looking for Dalton Kincaid and Josh Allen.
Yeah. Yes. Especially Josh Allen.
Yes.
That's like, he's just a staple 3rd round pick for me in fantasy football for the last, I don't know how many years, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
We got to remember to check Instagram comments. You see Caleb at the Sox game watching the Cubs get destroyed. Are the Cubs getting destroyed right now? Truck doesn't talk about the Cubs anymore. He was all over the Cubs at the beginning of the year.
Okay, all right. You really want to talk? We're really talking Chicago Cubs right now. I could go on an entire rant.
You don't talk about them anymore.
Well, because they've gone 9-17 since May 1st, which is the same record as the Chicago White Sox, and the White Sox are fucking terrible. Yeah. But yet, it's just not. It's not good. But yeah, no, the Cubs Sox are playing each other in the. Crosstown Classic.
The 42 pick. Somebody jumped on him early. I don't mind going Mahomes and Kincaid either. I don't mind that at all.
I don't mind that either. Let's go. If Mahomes is there, let's go Mahomes and then Kincaid.
Yeah, Mahomes over Stroud for sure.
Yeah, 100% of the time.
There goes Mark Andrews. So this guy's already got Laporta. This guy's got 3 running backs.
Wow.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say he's wide receiver hungry. Yeah, if we can get Patrick Mahomes at 46 and then Kincaid at 51, like one guy's got Laporta. We know he's not going tight end. This guy's got to go wide receiver. He's just fucked. So I think we're pretty safe saying Mahomes and Kincaid are falling.
I love that.
Patty Mahomes, welcome to the squad.
So
subscribe to the pod.
Subscribe to the pod. So I mean, now let's compare these first five picks. From I guess we'll wait until this last pick gets in, but from what we wanted to start with the Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Amari Cooper, and Dalton Kincaid, I feel like this is a better start.
Yeah, I don't think we could have projected this to happen.
Oh, no, of course not.
Greg Dulcich. He's sliding down.
Oh, jeez.
Right. McBride goes. So the guy did go tight end, but he chose McBride first. As long as Tuna, who has Sam Laporta already, does not go Kincaid, then we get our start that we wanted. But if Truck says his name, there's a good chance he just stacks two running back or two tight ends like a crackhead.
But I didn't say it, so we're good.
Kincaid, boom. I love this start. Mahomes, Chase, Adams, Diggs, Kincaid.
This is easily my favorite start we've had so far.
Yeah, it's a really good team. I wish we can put the Instagram comments on the screen because it would be easier to check. I don't think the Instagram followers know that we do karaoke. If you want to request a song, we will add it into the show where we just off the cuff potentially
cut my life into pieces.
Potentially,
this is my last resort.
Potentially acapella.
No breathing.
Rashad White, Jaden Reed, C.J. Stroud, McLaurin, Hollywood. Would love to get Hollywood on this team. Obviously, there's no chance of that happening.
No, there he goes.
We got quite a few red badges in here as well.
When are we going to get our red badge? I need to email Underdog. Dude, slap a red badge on us. We're going strong last season, going strong this season. I guess we'll have it soon.
I have no idea. I don't know what the qualifications are. You can find it pretty quickly by looking at what qualifications are. I think it's, I don't know what it is, honestly.
I think it's a certain amount of drafts. But, like, people have been doing these underdogs for years, so.
Let's Google it.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Yeah. I think it's winnings.
Is it winnings? I don't know. I doubt it.
I honestly don't know, so. Give me the picks. Frank the Dank wants the picks.
Hey, what up, Frank the Dank? Hanging on a lure.
Oh.
Hanging on a lure.
Oh, shit. PD's talking about hanging that mug.
Hang that mug on a lure.
All right, there goes Keenan. There goes Xavier Worthy, George Kittle, Chris Godwin. Wait, I want to do this. Boom. And auto pick. There's always one. Alvin Kamara. I need the picks, guys. Frank the Dank.
Oh, you need the picks? What we picked already?
Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Patrick Mahomes, Dalton Kincaid. Those are the picks, Frank the Dank.
Those are the sexy picks that we've already got.
Those are the picks, Frank. Breaking news. Frank the Dank is going to be in Austin, Texas this weekend.
Whoa.
You may see him on stream. Either probably Saturday. We're going to have to do a basketball Saturday.
Wow.
Frank the Dank will be in the building, so there is a chance that he may end up on screen. Who knows?
Wow, that is breaking news.
All right, we're up in one pick. Jordan Addison, Ladd McConkey, Keon Coleman, DeAndre Hopkins, Brian Thomas, Aaron Jones, JSN. I think we're both Thomas over JSN at this point.
Yes. Yeah, I like Thomas the most right here. Thomas, JSN, Keon Coleman. Those three names we kind of dance around with, but yeah.
Thomas opens up our Trevor stack late, which is getting steamed. He's already at quarterback 14 now. He was 16 earlier in the year. But I'm totally fine with him getting steamed. I still think there's a ton of value.
Yes.
And I would like to get him in this draft, actually. JSN would be another interesting turn here, and we just have an absolute stacked room of Chase, Adams, Diggs, Brian Thomas, JSN. 2 Tigers, 1 Buckeye for you.
Oh, yeah, get them Buckeyes.
What is that pick? 75. Yeah, I love it. Oh, my FG, that was incredible with the eyes emoji.
Can't wait, man. Cannot wait.
That would be the Frank the Dank's first ever appearance on the Fantasy Roadshow. There goes JSN. So Deontay Johnson, Christian Watson, Keon Coleman. I still just can't take Keon Coleman. There goes Deontay. So Christian Watson, Keon Coleman, McConkey. Or we start to reach for a running back. Ooh. DeAndre Swift. Watson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Really want one of those running backs, but that's fine.
Well, said it with 3 seconds on the clock and none of them selected, so. Yeah,
no, time was running out, and taking Watson here was the right pick. However, looking at our next pick, this next round, a lot of those running backs that we like in that range are probably going to be gone.
They for sure are going to be gone. But I do think that was the right pick regardless of, you're not going to reach on DeAndre Swift right there.
No, that's what I mean. I don't want to reach on players in general. I mean, we'll make it work regardless, but I was not able to find any badge information. Maybe I'm just not a good Googler.
Frank's a good Googler.
Hey, Frank the Dank, why don't you go ahead and find us some information on how to acquire one of these Underdog badges? Because we want to make it look official over here while we're drafting. And we've done a lot of drafts, won some money, don't know what it takes to get one of these badges.
Underdog red badge.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 different colors, right? There's a red badge and a black badge. We went over this last year. I know we did. I just can't remember.
Lobby badges. Oh, that's not it. This is bad radio. Because I won't be able to pay attention looking for it.
I know. Let's just let Frank.
What am I Googling? Frank. How to get a red badge on Underdog Fantasy. So you see how the players, Big Tuna, Silent Kill, E-Ross, they have red badges on their names. We're trying to figure out how we can get one of those through Underdog, which is the platform we're playing on.
Yeah, what we need to do
best fantasy picks.
No, don't Google that.
Don't
Google that.
No. Definitely not. No.
Fucking goofball.
Best fantasy picks. That's not it. It's definitely not the best fantasy picks, but best fantasy picks. 119. So we could go ahead. We could get Trevor on this 10-11 turn, which would be outstanding.
Okay.
I would be very excited about that. Here we're 5 picks away. We got a Zach Moss. We got a Tony Pollard. James Conner. I know you like him. Is that someone that you consider? Ooh, Javonte.
Yeah,
Zach Moss, Javonte Williams.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Moss.
You got to get your account verified to get the red badge. It's more than that, though, Frank.
I don't think that's it.
Zach Moss.
Yeah, Zach Moss.
All right, Zach Moss, Tony Pollard, and Javonte Williams is what we're looking at. 2 of those, and our team's completely stacked. Now you got to be feeling good because we potentially could get 2 guys that we like in this range. Zach Moss, welcome to the squad. Subscribe to the pod.
And Frank the Dank, if that is how you get the red badge, then also Google, how do you get verified? How do you get your account verified? Because I don't know how that.
No, it's not. It's because the first thing is a black badge, and then the second qualification is the red badge. Yeah. So do we like Javonte over Tony Pollard?
Yes, I like Javonte over Tony Pollard.
Okay. Subscribe to the pod. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I told you Frank the Dank is good at Googling. That is my boy right there. He's a Google guy. The red, highly experienced badge means that the user has played in at least 1,000 contests or have won at least 4 contests with prizes of at least $1,000 each. Okay. So you have to play in 1,000 contests, or hopefully you're better than just a participation trophy and have won at least 4 with at least $1,000 prize.
Of at least $1,000 each.
Yeah. Javonte on the squad. So we just got our 2 running backs. This team is looking silly right now. We got Mahomes, Zach Moss, Javonte Williams, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Brian Thomas, Christian Watson, Dalton Kincaid.
Oh, yeah.
Just filthy.
Fucking filthy.
And then we'll get Lawrence Dulcich, be done there, and just hammer away at running backs and late flyer wide receivers.
Do you feel any better about Brian Robinson or Austin Eckler after having a conversation with... No.
No. No.
I agree.
All right, let's look at the draft board here. Jaden Daniels goes at the 103. Curtis Samuel. I do feel good. I mean, I just feel the same as I felt before, to be honest, about it. Most people on that team. Sinnott.
Pump the brakes on Sinnott.
I just always kind of felt that way about Sinnott. Like, I just didn't know. And then the Raz score and then the industry caught fire with him. But, I don't necessarily think Ertz's was completely washed up. You know, like, I think it's a mentoring role and it'll be good for him long term, but I don't think Sinnott's like this raw tight end talent that's just ready to explode in the NFL. So for me, I already kind of had some hesitations there, and now to hear the local fan base feel like he's more of a use check than a Kittle, which I disagree with. I think he's 6'4", not 6'2", and that matters as a tight end.
Yeah.
But he was originally, not a halfback. Not what I'm trying to think here. He was a fullback, but he was one of those, stagger. What do they call him? Why am I having a brain fart on this?
I can't even pick up any context clues. I can usually finish your sentence.
You can usually finish my sentence. Not a running back, not a halfback. He's the
scat back, a change of pace back.
I'm not going to think of it. I had a complete brain fart, but he plays that. He plays that fullback role, and then bounces out to the slot, a little bit of tight end, kind of does it all. H back, I think, is what I was thinking of. But anyways, I just think that Ertz has some left in him to where he's going to be the tight end, and then Sinnott, you can play him a few different places around the field, but he's not like I'm going to get all the target type tight end this year. I just don't know that that's going to be his role.
Yeah, I completely forgot that Zach Ertz was even on that team, to be 100% honest. And I did get that rookie tight end fever I was talking about in the interview that we just saw with Laporta, Kincaid, McBride, all these young tight ends coming in and kind of exceeding expectations. I was looking for Sinnott to be that guy, but he pumped the brakes on that.
No, you can't just look for it like that. It's just that's the thing was his athletic score at the combine and how people were saying he's just this perfect new tight end prototype. There goes Caleb Williams. I thought he was going to potentially fall to us, and I was going to say there's no way that we could go Caleb, or that we could go Trevor when Caleb's still available.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence. Let's see if any of these guys, for whatever reason, would steal Lawrence. There's no Jaguars there. He already has a quarterback. This guy doesn't have a quarterback, so that's concerning, but Purdy is still there. He has McCaffrey. However, he has Christian Kirk. He is going to be looking for Trevor. If we want him, it's now. I do want Trevor.
Let's grab him.
Do you see anyone here that would make you feel otherwise? I don't.
No, definitely not.
Like Spears if he falls, or I kind of like the idea of sniping the guy at the end too. Like he's not happy right now that his stack of Christian Kirk got blown up.
Exactly.
So now he got Purdy and he's all pissed off. It's going to throw him off. He's going to make an emotional decision and we can just forget about him.
What's his name? Thick Thina?
Thick Thina?
Thick Thina.
Thick the Na?
No, I think it's Thick Thina. For sure. Or Thick the NA. I don't know.
Thick the NA. What does NA stand for, Truck?
Narcotics Anonymous.
Brian Robinson, you just mentioned him, or Tyjae Spears.
Here's my thing with Brian Robinson. He's interesting in this range. If you're looking at like the 11th or 12th round, and I mean, coming from Nate.
Do you want to grab him? You have 8 seconds. Robinson
sorry, I
or
forgot.
Spears?
Yes, Robinson over Spears. Sorry, I didn't realize that the clock was ticking like that. No, I mean, he's confident that Brian Robinson is the starting running back, which he is. Austin Eckler is a shell of himself. We've talked about that many times. So, let's give Brian Robinson a chance on this roster. I like it.
That is the first time I have ever drafted Brian Robinson in any mock draft, in any real draft, in any kind of anything. That was the first time.
All right, well, maybe that's a good luck charm. He does have the same bye week as Javonte, so we still needed another running back for week 14.
It's relevant. I was actually like thinking that if there was any time to draft him, now would be the time.
Yeah.
So when you said that, I was like, all right, fuck it.
Beautiful. All right, cool.
We are not done at wide receiver. We need a lot of work there still. So
yes, I'm just glad that we have the three running backs that we have. So now we can kind of add some depth at wide receiver, and I'm feeling okay about it.
I just didn't see anyone that I loved there. Like,
Jahan Dotson, he's still on the board.
Maybe Jamison Williams instead of one of those running backs. And there goes
Jahan Dotson.
Probably Jamison instead of one of those running backs was the only thing we would have been able to do differently. But I don't regret that. I can't forget to pop over to Instagram and see if we have comments. Nope.
Hey, Frank the Dank, what song you want to hear? We're taking karaoke songs. What's I'm afraid to ask. But
yeah, that's a bad.
I know.
You're just asking for it now.
I know. Oh God, it's karaoke night over here at the Fantasy Road Show.
No, yeah, we still need to start marketing that as our thing. Is drop into the comments with the song. Did we figure out if you're on Twitter and you comment, does it?
It does pop up, yes. Just not. If you look on the StreamYard link at the top of the comments section, it says some destinations won't get comments. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's the Instagram. Okay. Unfortunately.
Let's look at the board. We're up in 5 picks. Kendre Miller. Pearsall.
Oh, yeah. Pearsall would be great on this team.
Marshawn Lloyd is a frequent of our current teams. Polk, man, I saw something about Polk today that I was like,
tell me. I want to hear it. Tell me.
He looked pretty fucking good.
Yes.
And the tagline had me thinking a little bit. It just said this year's Jaden Reed. And if you've watched his tape, like, he is so, there are so many different ways that he can get the ball, and like he just does have a little bit of Jaden Reed to him. So that was an interesting comment. But we have 18 seconds. Pearsall, Burton, Polk.
I like Pearsall here.
Let's go with Pearsall. First round draft pick from one of the best offenses in the league. I wouldn't mind going Burton too and double tapping young wide receivers. Kind of out on Muth, Cole Kmet. We just already have Kincaid and Dulcich is going to be picked in the last round. Dowdle is like, I don't think that's a sexy name at all. Jalen Wright's okay, but there's no certainty he's going to be on the field. Jermaine Burton to me seems like he's going to be a pretty, like, if I had to stat him out right now and say T. Higgins is going to be on the team, I still have Burton as like a in between a wide receiver 2 and 3 on that team. Like, I think he's going to be heavily involved in the offense.
I hope so. I don't know if I'm necessarily that bullish on him yet. I can't wait to do the projections.
Yeah, I mean, I think like off the top of my head, I'd probably have him at like 705 touchdowns.
Okay.
At least. So.
Uh-oh, Mike. Uh-oh. Mike, I don't even think you can hear me. Mike, you're Mike. Hello? I can't hear you at all. I'm sure he'll get it figured out. All right, well, Mike is going to reset his computer, I'm assuming is what's happening, and then we'll log back on. We were not able to get Jermaine Burton, so he went with Jalen Wright, someone we've been targeting in this range, but again, he mentioned there's no guarantee that he's going to see an extensive amount of playing time with the Miami Dolphins with Mostert and A-Chain, but if anything happens to Mostert, he's aging, and he had a massive amount of touchdowns last year. So, just talking about our Jalen Wright pick.
Did you like that one?
I did. Well, I like Jalen Wright, you know that, and obviously Burton was taken, who we were going to take at that pick. So I was just mentioning how we like Jalen Wright, but I feel like something needs to happen in that offense for him to see some serious playing time.
Well, I wasn't going to take Quentin Johnston. I don't know. He was the pick for me there.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's who I would have wanted.
Roman Wilson.
Did you happen to watch that short I sent you about Dylan Laub?
No, not yet, but I will. Whenever when I drop like that, we lost all of our Twitter viewers. Why is that? Do you know?
I didn't notice any downtick in viewers. It's still the same number as it was prior.
Oh, maybe I just lose them is what happens. That's why.
I'm not sure how it works.
Because I noticed it last time that I had to drop off like that. Basically, I lose all the view. I don't see the viewers anymore, and I only see I guess new viewers. Basically, is how that would work.
Okay.
Since I rejoined the studio.
All right, so this guy at the end, we got a quarterback run here. Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield. The guy double taps at the end.
He didn't have any. This guy's got 3. That's probably what made him go crazy. This guy's got Hurts, Burrow, and now Rodgers.
Yeah. Does he have, I think he has Garrett Wilson up there, if I saw that correctly.
Yep.
Yep.
He's got Garrett Wilson. Hurts just fell too far for his liking. And that's it. He's just got Garrett Wilson.
All right, Rodgers. Fair enough.
6 picks away. Senate.
There he is.
Roman Wilson, interesting. Troy Franklin. Bateman, Mims. Chuba, Jaleel, Ray Davis.
Oh, there goes Roman Wilson.
We've gotten a little bit of Ray Davis. I would put him on the board. Get him and Kincaid.
Put him on the board. Pick him up.
Do we ever decide how we feel about the Franklin, Bateman, Mims? Rank those 3.
For me, it's probably Bateman, Franklin, Mims in that order. But I would say that Franklin's the more sexy pick out of those 3.
Yeah. It's just Bateman, like.
I know. I don't want to be in on Bateman, but
14th round just because of one comment made, and like that offense just still has so many like mouths.
Do you remember what round he was being taken prior to that comment?
He wasn't being drafted.
Oh, he wasn't even being drafted.
No. Ray Davis is the pick here. We'll see what falls. How about that?
Yep.
Yeah, he wasn't even being drafted.
Okay.
Which is something, right?
To jump all the way up to the 14th after being not drafted at all.
If you think about it, like they just drafted Dontez Walker. They have Flowers, Andrews, Derrick Henry are all going to be eating.
Yeah.
Just like what's going to be left over. Franklin's might be the guy that falls to us too. So, I'm not too upset about that. We've been getting quite a few Broncos on on our teams. Javonte Williams is like a staple of our teams.
And so is Dulcich. So.
Oh yeah, and Dulcich.
I guess we are hot on the Broncos this year.
Arguably a team that I would say I think is going to have the worst record in the NFL. No, I think I didn't think they were going to draft a quarterback, so I thought that they were going to look to like basically tank for Shedeur.
I guess that's the Raiders now, right?
Who tanking for Shedeur?
Yeah, I mean, because
Primetime Sun playing in Vegas, that'd be interesting, huh?
Well, Primetime came out and said that he doesn't want him playing anywhere in a cold climate. So Vegas is a warm climate. Vegas is an up and coming sports city. So I could see that fitting.
Such a ridiculous thing.
I know.
All right, there goes tight ends. 195. Let's see what our team build looks like. We are done at quarterback. We have Dulcich, and we're done at tight end. We have 5 running backs, 7 wide receivers. Moss, Willie, Javonte, Brian Robinson Jr., Jalen Wright, Ray Davis. Wouldn't mind a Roshan or a Tyrone Tracy, and then maybe like a Demario and a Javon Baker. Well, maybe not Baker per se, but
did you hear what Drake May said to reporters about Demario Douglas?
He said he's a beast. Hopefully,
he said you can't guard him in a phone booth.
I love that. I've already loved him, so
I know. So do I.
That needs to be someone that we prioritize here in the next, until his ADP changes from 187.
Yeah, I mean, getting him in the late 16th round, I'll take that.
I say we take Pop if he's there and see if Roshan falls based on the Big Tuna having 4 running backs and VNA having
he's only got 3. Well, they have 7 and 8 wide receivers.
So then we would take Roshan and then see if Pop falls. I meant
correct. And even if Pop doesn't fall, I'd be fine going Zay Jones too.
Yeah, there goes our boy Damian Peters. I would love to see Pop fall here in Dulcich and call it a day, and this would be one of my favorite teams that we've drafted.
I completely agree with you. This team is fucking stacked.
Yeah. There goes Bryce Young at the 16-11. Let's see what the NA does. Gotta go running back here. He is
Thick Thena.
The Thick Thena.
Yeah, he's sweating now.
He's got these 3. So he may not even go another running back. Or he needs one for week 6, but he's got.
Yep, it took Herbert, Herbie.
But we can't knock him. He's got Christian. He was the guy that went McCaffrey, A-Chain.
First 3 picks.
Yeah. He got Kyron Williams in the 3rd round. Oh, I guess it would have been the 3rd 3-1. So
yes.
I was about to say, yeesh. Bo Nix. Our boy. It's our sweet baby boy, Bo. Look at that,
sweet.
Tolbert. I love that.
That sweet boy.
Boom. Bo. We get our boy Pop.
Let's go, dude.
What a team so far. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. All right. Well, this draft could turn out to be outstanding for us.
It's weird that one of my favorite teams that we've drafted so far has Brian Robinson in it.
It was the right pick at the time, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
And he should be getting, regardless, I think he should be getting their goal line carries, given he's the bigger back. But
I would imagine he is, or is going to be getting those carries.
So that matters, because if he scores a touchdown, he's basically has a good shot at being rostered. I guess Javonta, Zach Moss, yeah, that's probably the case. Anyone that scores a touchdown at running back has a good chance of being rostered that week.
Yeah.
As long as these wide receivers hit, like if Diggs is wide receiver 1 on Houston, if Brian Thomas is wide receiver 1 on Jacksonville, and if Watson is 1 on Green Bay, like we think, then this team would be an absolute home run. Devonta, things have to work out there as well. Regardless, they didn't last year, and he still had close to 1,200 yards and
that's his floor. Yeah. And then, not to mention, we got Patrick Mahomes and Dalton Kincaid with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. If the Lawrence Brian Thomas connection ends up working out, as I would say that it's definitely, I think it's as a very good possibility.
Yeah.
Then we're going to be in a good spot. I want to continue just hammering away at Trevor and Brian Thomas.
I love that. I think it's a great strategy. I saw someone breaking down some stats for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
It just basically they narrowed down from looking at the statistics of the last 25 offensive rookie of the years, and the most probable based on previous statistics is Drake May if he actually ends up starting early on in the season. So they said a lot of the number one overall picks, it's like an 18% of them have ever won offensive player of the year.
Yeah. I'm out on that.
I am too. I just thought it was interesting. I still think Caleb's got a shoe in for that.
Yeah.
There goes Daniel Jones, Mike's other favorite pick in the 18th round.
Hey, you like him too.
I do, but I just love calling him your favorite.
He'll be in every article that I say best value at ADP.
Yeah.
And every single time I'm going to say 78% of the quarterbacks that had 500 yards rushing ended up in the top 12. I'll say that a million times.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies and gentlemen, you can welcome Mr. Dulcich to the squad.
Welcome, Sitch.
Boom.
Man, nice work there, Kulz. This team is one of my favorites for sure.
Against all the red badges too.
Fuck them red badges. They don't mean shit. That just means you played in 1,000 contests.
Quarterback room is Mahomes and Lawrence. You're gonna have a tough time finding a better one than that. Running back room, Zach Moss, Javonte Williams, Brian Robinson Jr., first time ever drafting him in any mock draft, any live draft, any kind of draft, period. So that was interesting. Jalen Wright, ton of upside. Ray Davis could be the power back for the Buffalo to stagger in tandem with James Cook. Roschon Johnson, kind of the same thing in Chicago. Like, he'll be a change of pace, RB2 for Swift. I don't know that Herbert will be much involved, but we're just kind of planting our flag there. Chase, Adams, Diggs, Brian Thomas Jr., Christian Watson, Ricky Pearsall, Troy Franklin, and Pop Douglas. That could potentially have 6 wide receiver ones on it, which is just absolutely dirty. One of those getting them at the 195th pick. Kincaid, Dulcich, probably tight end 1 and tight end 7 this year.
Oh, music to my ears, Mike.
And we
music
did it all,
to my fucking ears.
We did it all under 48 minutes. It was a fast draft.
We did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. Yeah, Come on.
That was a very successful draft. I'm very happy how that turned out.
These daily drafts are paying off, I'll tell you that much. We are in full grind mode right now. We'll have another one for you guys tomorrow. Not sure what time, but be on the lookout. Stay in tune with our Twitter. Follow us on all social media. Go check us out on YouTube. We have episodes, multiple episodes dropping every week. We just had a interview with the fantasy doctor, Jesse Morse, covering all injuries. That's great info. Go check it out. And then later on this week, we are covering our Dynasty wide receiver episode, talking through it with good old Shane O'Mac. So that's what you can expect from the Fantasy Roadshow here. But other than that, Kulz, it was fun, as always, to get in these drafts. I got a late night ahead of me. I think we're going to be done working around maybe 1 o'clock. So I'm going to go take a nap. I'll talk to you soon. All right.
Greg Dulcich, welcome to the squad. Subscribe to the pod.